Orlando Magic had their two-game winning streak snapped tonight. They had won last time out in L.A. against the Lakers. After that game, DeAndre Ayton was displeased with the way he is being used by J.J. Redick and the Los Angeles Lakers. This was the quote that he said to the press after the game, voicing his displeasure with how he's being used. Quote, they're trying to make me Clint Capella. I'm not Clint Capella. No, you're not, DeAndre Ayton. Clint Capella is Clint Capella, and these are the numbers he put up here tonight. Not flashy, but the kind of numbers that can help you win a basketball game. Clint Capella made the only shots that he took, finishes with 4 points, took 1 field goal, made 2 free throws, got him 6 rebounds, 4 block shots, gave you rim protection, and oh, by the way, had 3 assists as well in his 16 minutes. And he is the subject of Calvin's Court, presented by Memorial Hermann Rockets Orthopedics.
First of all, those are great numbers for playing only 16 minutes and not playing consistently. I don't know what David was talking about, not being Capella. He wish he was in a situation where Capella was a key figure and the Rockets come back and win tonight. But the thing that really impressed me is, when you look at players that are playing in reserve, and sometimes they don't get into the game at all. And sometimes they're playing 2 and 3 minutes. But to come in a big game like this and to be a major factor in helping the Rockets win, I'm telling you, those 4 big blocks were monumental.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. And the fact that he only got 16 minutes and was able to run the floor and play both ends of the floor itself.
And you knew you were going to need that bench. You were going to need your depth tonight on the second half of a back-to-back.
Well, yeah, that was one of my keys was bench play. You're playing back-to-back. You're playing the second half of back-to-back on the road. The reserves are very, very important to, and I thought that Udoka did a great job in his substitutions too. When he inserted, what's my man's name?
What you got? Well, Josh Okogie.
Josh Okogie.
Yep.
Into the game at the right time to give us those important minutes. Mm-hmm. That was major.
Yeah, and that was, like I said, you talked about it. A couple of threes that he immediately came off the bench and was able to knock down, and just the spark that he was able to light with this team, and it was absolutely huge. Again, just joining us and you missed the game. I mean, it was an amazing run. They were down 19 with 5 minutes left in the third quarter, went on a 21-0 run and 24-4 to close.
And the Rockets reserves gave the Rockets 33 points tonight. So when you can get 33 points off your reserves on the road, you got a chance to win a game.
Vast majority of that coming in the second half. We'll hear from Reed Sheppard. He was the man that led that charge off the bench and led the comeback for the Rockets tonight. We'll hear from him next on the postgame presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. There's your final score tonight, 113-108. This is the postgame show presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors here on SCHN. And, man, this was a fun one to watch tonight with the exception of, well, we'll see how it plays out, but Jabari Smith Jr., you watch step at that right ankle, turned it over, stepping on the foot of his teammate Alperen Şengün. That was not good. He would leave the game. Now, this was with less than, about 90 seconds left in the game, with less than 2 minutes left in the game, I believe, when he left the floor. So we'll have to get a report on him and see how it is. But it appeared that, listening to Ime Udoka, that he's going to be okay. It was a minute 42, so it was less than 2 minutes left in the game. But Jabari did some good things when he was in there.
Oh, he did some great things. How many times we got to talk about, he gets in where he fits in. There's very few plays that are there are no plays, matter of fact, that are situated for him to be isolated. So his activity gets his points. And the fact that he plays both ends of the floor every night is monumental for the Rockets' comeback in games like this.
He only took 7 shots tonight. That's what I love about it. I mean, you're talking about a guy that he's 2 games removed from going from 31 points. Tonight, Did what his team needed him to do. Got seven shots, knocked down 6 of them.
You know, that's the beauty of a team that you can come at you in different ways. You know that Durant is going to get his. You know that. But when everybody can share the ball and every night is somebody different, defenses have got to be concerned that they can't key in on any one or two individuals. Obviously, Alfie and Kevin is going to be someone they're going to have to zero in all times. But when your supporting cast can come up with 30 points one night for you, 20 points in the second half, this is what makes a good team.
Yeah, no one better in that supporting cast tonight than Reed Sheppard. The Rockets needed it the most in those last 5 minutes of the third quarter. Absolutely huge as he paced them with 11 points in that third quarter alone. Let's head to the Rockets locker room and hear from Reed Sheppard.
What was it like for you to just come in and give that instant offense, that instant spark that the team needed tonight?
It was fun. It was a good win. They got up to the lead was 19. So, just being able to stick together as a team and pull that one out, I think was huge for us and a really important win just to fight back and stick together. So it was a fun one.
There were a couple threes where you got pretty pumped up after them. I think there might have been one where you said something to someone in the fans. Did you hear any jeers from people in the crowd?
Where I said something to the fans?
Yeah.
I think you might have saw something on that one. I don't think I did. I don't remember saying anything. No, so it was fun. Anytime you can get a couple going in, especially when you're coming back like we did. So I could have said something, but I'm not sure.
You were part of the closing group tonight. That hasn't always been the case. Ime said that you deserved it. What did you feel like you did that led to you getting the chance to close it?
I think just staying simple. Not being a liability on defense is the biggest thing. Just to stay in front and force tough shots. Not gamble and get out of the way and give up open shots. And then offensively, just playing simple, getting open shots, getting guys open, and just spacing the floor.
Did you feel like that it was kind of like your job to come in and give that instant spark like that, especially coming off a back-to-back like you all did? It started out with some dead legs, but being able to come in and hit a couple of those shots.
It's always tough a back-to-back. So, so first half we were a little sluggish. In the start of the second, we were too, but it wasn't just me at all. It was great having a good comeback as a team, so it was fun.
What was it like watching Kevin, knowing that he just wasn't going to allow you all to lose like that?
It's crazy. I think they said he reached 32,000 tonight, which is ridiculous. So just being on this team, watching them do that is crazy.
Thank you.
Thanks, Reed.
Appreciate it.
Good win tonight. Great win tonight. Rockets needed this one in a big way. They've now won 3 in a row as they head south to Miami. 113-108, the final. It's postgame presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors here on SCHN. And this is tough to stop. Paulo Banchero, get out of the way.
He gets one or two of those moves every game. Gets the defense out of position, spins, get that long drop, step past the defense, and has a finish.
Once he spun, Banchero didn't look like he was kind of lost interest a little bit.
There was nothing else he could do but lose interest. He was all out of position.
What do we call it? Business decision? There you go. Take a look. Good to see Ahmed Thompson was back tonight after missing. Had the quad injury yesterday, so he missed that. You needed the bench because you only got 11 points from Ahmed Thompson and Tari Eason. They got that tonight. 40, though, from KD. Becomes the second fastest player to 32,000 points in his NBA career. Jabari Smith, too, before he left with that injury, we talked about it a moment ago, 6 for 7, did a lot of things to help this team win. But KD, one of the big stories tonight. Let's hear from him.
And congratulations on becoming the 6th person in NBA history to reach 32,000 points. How does it feel?
Yes, I appreciate it. It feels incredible. I always love being mentioned with the greats of all time. They set a standard that I try to reach every day. Like I told you before, I'm just grateful for everybody that invested in my career and me as a person. And I'm representing them every time I step out on the floor, so this is major to me.
What a comeback for you all, down by 19. You scored 21 straight in the third quarter. What did you see during that stretch?
Defensively, I mean, I think the reason why they were up is because of offensive rebounding and us turning the ball over. And once we got that out of our system, we was able to make it more of an even game and actually go up a few points and control the game in the third. So that's just the formula for us all year. We hold on to one shot and we keep the ball in our hands, get a good shot up. We give ourselves a chance to win every night.
When y'all went on that run, Kevin, did you just say to yourself, there's no possible way I'm going to let this team lose tonight?
I think we all said that, to be honest. And, we hated how we were playing. We seen that it was going south. And everybody just came in and locked in. Josh, big shots. Reed, huge shots. Everybody came in and locked in. I fed off everybody else's energy, to be honest, because I was in the game when we were down big, and once Coach made a couple subs and adjustments on the defense side of the ball, that inspired me to want to go out there and play even harder. So it's a group effort every night.
And when you're doing that, how much of the work that you put in, during practice, after practice, when you're off to yourself, how much of that work comes into play when they depending on you to do, so much to help bring them back?
Yeah, I mean, when you know what places you want to get to on the floor, what shots you want to shoot, that's key to having confidence late in games like that. And I practiced that stuff for the last 20 years, man. I'm always thinking about how I can ice a game, close the lead, push the lead up. That's always my focus every time I'm out there. Seeing how I can affect the game with shot making and just making plays on the offensive side of the ball. So I just try to stay aggressive. I was missing shots early on. My three-pointer wasn't working until fourth quarter, but I stayed aggressive.
What's impressed you the most about Reed's second half performance?
Just his poise. I mean, they tried to pressure him. He didn't let that pressure get to him. He kept shooting. Was 7 for 11, 5 for 7. The ball hit his hands, and it just felt good. You can just tell his mechanics, his footwork, everything, his fundamentals was on point. And as soon as he let those balls go, I felt like they were going in. So he was aggressive on defense side of the ball, getting his hands on some basketballs. And then on offense, he was just playing with that pop that we need him to play with.
Kevin, what does it mean to you you always talk about giving back to the game. There was a point where Jalen Suggs, I think, fouled you on the sideline, and then afterwards you're sitting there and you're talking to him. It's like you're, coaching him or teaching him. How important is that for you to just give back to the game like that?
I wouldn't say I was coaching him or teaching him. I think I was trying to explain to him why he might have called that foul. And I'm like, it's about body language, man. My body, I was in a vulnerable position. And your little tap, it might not have been aggressive, but your little tap kind of threw me off a bit in the ref scene. I said, so sometimes it's about body language, man, not necessarily how physical you are. It's just about how vulnerable the offensive player may be, So we were just having a little back and forth. Me and Suggs always talk when we play, and nothing but respect and love.
Every game you go to, people have tons of things that they want you to sign, tons of jerseys. I saw a couple Supersonics jerseys today. What's the rarest Kevin Durant jersey or rarest piece of Kevin Durant memorabilia you've been asked to sign?
Probably my high school jersey, my sophomore year. I think I seen because there a lot of people know that I went to Oak Hill and Montrose Christian, but my sophomore year I went to National Christian Academy, a school in D.C., Maryland area. And I seen one person with that jersey on before. I forget where it was, but I was shocked to see it. Fans always come out and show love and support. I see crazy signs every game. I see families come together with my jersey on. It's just amazing how the game can bring us all together like that.
Thank you, Kevin.
I thought you were going to say the slant. I have a San Diego Rockets jersey with number 23 on it.
Hot dog.
Green gold.
It is just amazing to see people honor you and respect you that way by wearing your jersey.
All right, next up, afternoon basketball coming up on Saturday, starting at 2 o'clock as the Rockets travel down to Miami to take on the Miami Heat. Heat have lost back-to-back games. They currently sit in the 8th spot right now in the East. It's a TCB, take care of business type of game coming up on Saturday.
Well, this is a perfect game to go into Miami with. Mm-hmm. They got a day off so they can get some rest. And they stay mentally sharp. They should come out of there with another victory. What do you think?
Yep, I'm with you. Again, that's You know, it's the NBA. Every night's a different night, but you want to build on this win tonight because it was outstanding. Again, down by 19 with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Rockets come from behind. They win it tonight as they beat the Orlando Magic. Can't beat the halftime show or this at the end of the third quarter.
I don't know. He looks pretty good at his.
What's his name again?
You got me.
Somebody else tell me in my ear. It was Fluff the Magic Dragon, I think.
Puff the Magic Dragon.
Fluff.
Fluff? Puff.
Yeah.
Make up your mind.
Something like that. All right, we'll see you Saturday. Stuff the Magic Dragon. That's what it is. That makes more sense.